Right now, you're feeling it every time you swipe your card. Groceries cost more, gas keeps creeping up, rent isn't slowing down, utilities are higher than last year, and somehow your paycheck isn't stretching any further. You're doing everything right, working hard, budgeting carefully, cutting back where you can, yet your bank account still feels like it's running on fumes. Maybe you've delayed doctor visits, maybe you've skipped family trips, maybe you've put off fixing your car or replacing broken appliances because the money just isn't there. This isn't just numbers on a screen. This is your life, your family, your stability, and that's why rumors about a possible new 2026 stimulus check are exploding online. People are searching for answers because hope matters when your wallet feels squeezed. But what's real? What's rumor? What's coming from the IRS? What is this so-called tariff dividend everyone is whispering about? Stay with me, because what you're about to hear could directly affect your household budget, your savings, and your financial breathing room. Why Americans feel financially trapped. The real problem isn't just inflation, it's financial pressure stacking on top of financial pressure. Food prices remain elevated compared to pre-pandemic levels. Housing costs continue climbing in many cities. Insurance premiums are rising. Credit card interest rates are painfully high. Savings accounts are being drained to survive. For many families, one unexpected expense can trigger a full financial crisis: a car repair, a medical bill, a school fee. Suddenly, the budget collapses. And here's the hardest part: wages haven't caught up fast enough to match the true cost of living. That means even people working full-time are struggling to keep momentum. This is why stimulus conversations are coming back into focus. Not because people want handouts, but because they want stability, breathing room, and fairness in an economy that keeps moving faster than paychecks. When you hear about possible IRS payments or government relief, it sparks hope, it sparks curiosity, and sometimes it sparks misinformation. That's why it's critical to separate facts from hype, because your financial planning depends on it. How this pressure hits your daily life. Financial stress doesn't just live in your wallet. It follows you everywhere. It affects your sleep. It impacts your mental health. It changes family conversations. It creates anxiety about the future. You start calculating every purchase. You hesitate before filling your gas tank. You debate every grocery item. And over time, that constant pressure drains energy and optimism. Parents worry about providing. Retirees worry about fixed incomes keeping pace. Young workers worry about ever-building savings. Small business owners worry about customer spending slowing down. This pressure is exactly why stimulus rumors gain traction so fast. People aren't greedy, they're tired. They're searching for relief, even if it's temporary. But here's where things get complicated. Not every payment rumor is accurate. Not every headline tells the full story. Some payments come from refunds, credits, or delayed adjustments, not new stimulus legislation. If you misunderstand the source, you could plan your budget incorrectly, and that can backfire fast. Which brings us to the biggest question everyone is asking right now. Because multiple legitimate payments are hitting accounts at the same time, and they look like stimulus to everyday people. Wait for it. Because understanding where these payments come from changes everything. IRS payments. Explained. What you may actually be seeing. Many of the recent deposits people are seeing are connected to IRS adjustments, not new stimulus programs. Common sources include tax refund corrections, earned income credit adjustments, child tax credit reconciliations, identity verification delays finally clearing, processing backlogs being resolved. If you filed taxes late, amended a return, or had verification issues, the IRS may release funds months later. When that deposit hits, it feels unexpected, like free money. But it's actually money you were already owed. Some deposits also show vague descriptions in bank statements, causing confusion. Without context, people assume it's a stimulus payment. Mini summary: if you received a deposit, verify it through IRS transcripts or bank descriptions before assuming it's stimulus. This matters because budgeting based on incorrect assumptions can cause financial stress later. Now let's talk about the rumor that really caught fire. Direct deposit rumors. Why social media fuels confusion. Social media moves faster than facts. One viral video can generate millions of views in hours. Someone posts a screenshot of a bank deposit. Others repost it with dramatic captions. Suddenly, the narrative spirals out of control. Common claims you may have seen. $2,000 stimulus just hit my account. Everyone is getting paid this week. IRS secretly released funds. Check your bank now. But here's the reality. One person's deposit doesn't equal nationwide policy. Algorithms reward excitement, not accuracy. Influencers chase engagement, not verification. And when people are financially stressed, hope spreads faster than skepticism. This doesn't mean every creator is lying, but it does mean you must verify before believing. Always check. Official IRS announcements, Treasury press releases, reliable financial news sources, your own tax records. Never make spending decisions based on unverified rumors. Now, here comes the part most people don't understand, the so-called tariff dividend. Tariff dividend, explained in simple terms. A tariff is a tax placed on imported goods. When other countries sell products into the U.S., tariffs generate revenue for the government. Some policymakers have floated the idea that tariff revenue could potentially be redirected back to American households, sometimes referred to as a tariff dividend. Think of it like this. If tariffs bring in billions of dollars, some leaders believe that money could help offset rising costs for consumers. This concept has appeared in political discussions, think tanks, and economic proposals, but it is not currently implemented as a direct payment program. Important, a tariff dividend is an idea, not a law. No official payments are scheduled under this concept yet. Any implementation would require legislation and funding approval. Still, the idea fuels speculation because people want relief tied to rising import prices and inflation. And this is where the rumor machine really accelerates. Why these ideas keep coming back in 2026. Discussions. Economic pressure doesn't disappear overnight. Governments constantly evaluate tools to stabilize consumer spending and economic confidence. Stimulus programs in the past showed consumer spending increased, debt payments improved, emergency savings stabilized temporarily. Local economies saw short-term boosts. So when inflation stays stubborn, policymakers revisit relief options, even if nothing is finalized. That's why you're hearing renewed conversations heading into 2026. Political cycles, budget negotiations, and economic data all influence these discussions. But conversations alone don't equal checks. Mini summary: discussion does not mean approval. Ideas take months or years to become law. No confirmed stimulus legislation exists yet, but something is quietly happening behind the scenes. What could actually change? Here's the part you've been waiting for. While no stimulus is approved today, several triggers could push relief conversations forward. Economic slowdown indicators, consumer spending declines, rising unemployment signals, political pressure from voters, budget reallocations. If these pressures intensify, lawmakers may revisit direct relief options faster than expected. History shows that financial pressure accelerates policy action. However, and this is critical, nothing happens instantly. Legislation requires debate, votes, funding alignment, and implementation timelines. So if a stimulus ever does come, you will hear about it officially first, not through random screenshots online. This is why staying informed matters more than chasing rumors. Now let's talk about how you should protect your financial planning right now. How to protect your wallet from misinformation. The biggest financial mistake people make during rumor cycles is spending money they haven't actually received yet. Protect yourself by only budgeting confirmed income, verifying deposits before spending, avoiding impulsive purchases, maintaining emergency savings, tracking official announcements. If you receive unexpected funds, confirm the source before allocating it. Financial peace comes from clarity, not speculation. The more disciplined you stay, the more resilient your household becomes, regardless of government decisions. Now let's break down what you should realistically expect in the near future. Realistic expectations for 2026. Payments. At this moment, there is no confirmed federal stimulus check scheduled for 2026. What you may continue to see: tax refunds, IRS corrections, state-level rebates, credit adjustments, local assistance programs. These can still provide meaningful financial relief, but they vary by eligibility and timing. Do not rely on viral claims for financial planning. Instead, treat any extra funds as a bonus, not guaranteed income. This mindset protects your stability and reduces stress. Now let's address the emotional side of this conversation. Hope versus reality. Why hope matters even when confirmation doesn't exist. Hope keeps people going during hard financial seasons. It motivates saving. It encourages learning. It builds resilience. But hope must be balanced with facts. You deserve honest information, not false promises. That's why this channel focuses on clarity, transparency, and empowerment, so you can make smarter decisions for your future. Mini summary. Stay hopeful. Stay informed. Stay financially disciplined. Now let's look at what signs you should watch moving forward. What signals to watch for next? If a real stimulus proposal begins forming, you'll see official government announcements, congressional bill introductions, Treasury statements, budget projections, major news coverage, not random TikTok screenshots. This is your early warning system for real financial policy changes. Following reliable updates protects your time, your energy, and your wallet. Now let's bring everything together. What you need to remember. Here's what matters most. No confirmed 2026 stimulus check yet. IRS payments may explain recent deposits. Direct deposit rumors are often misleading. Tariff dividend is still just a proposal. Financial discipline protects your household. Official sources matter most. You are smarter when you verify, not when you panic or chase hype. And finally, let's close strong. Your money decisions today shape your stability tomorrow. Your awareness protects your family. Your discipline builds long-term security. In a world full of noise, misinformation, and emotional headlines, staying informed is your advantage. This channel exists to help you navigate these financial changes with clarity, confidence, and control. If stimulus updates change, you'll hear it here. Fast, accurate, and easy to understand. So if protecting your wallet matters, if staying ahead of financial news matters, if building security for your family matters, make sure you're subscribed and notifications are turned on, because your financial future deserves attention, not guesswork. Stay smart, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next update.